Silicon, element 14, is present in the Sun and stars and is a principal component of a class of meteorites known as aerolites. Silicon makes up just over a quarter of the Earth's crust by weight and is the second most abundant element, exceeded only by oxygen. It is found largely as silicon oxides such as sand or silica and quartz. It is also seen as rock crystal, amethyst, agate and opal. Silicon is present also in minerals such as asbestos, feldspar, clay and mica. Silicon is important in plant and animal life. Diatoms in both fresh and salt water extract silica from the water to use as a component of their cell walls. Silicon carbide is one of the most important abrasives. Workers in environments where siliceous dust is breathed may develop a serious lung disease known as silicosis. Hydrolysis and condensation of substituted chlorosilanes can be used to produce a very great number of polymeric products or silicones. These range from liquids to hard glass-like solids with many useful properties. Elemental silicon transmits more than 95% of all wavelengths of infrared and has been used in lasers to produce coherent light at 456 nanometers.
So this is mercury. It's a liquid metal. It's one of one liquid metal at this temperature. There are a couple of other liquid metals a little bit more exotic places in the world, like Spain or perhaps Africa. But mercury, its chemical formula Hg. The best way to remember the formula for mercury is like Hg wells. Hg, mercury, comes out of a well.
Mercury is one of the few elements that is liquid at room temperature. Or is the only metal that is liquid in room temperature unless you live in a very hot country. It's also very dense, and it has been known again since very early times. Mercury is very poisonous.
It's a really fantastic liquid. It was really used for making scientific instruments like barometers and thermometers, you know, and it's really quite a beautiful metal. I really love it. When I was in school, we used to put it on the bench and play football with it, but you know, lots of people don't like us to do that anymore. But what I'll do is I'll just pour a little bit of the liquid metal into this beaker so we can see the properties, and you can see that it's really nice, flows just like a liquid, but forms really quite nice balls, and you can see they're really quite high meniscus forming around the mercury.
Mercury, element 80, is the only common metal liquid at ordinary temperatures. Mercury is sometimes called quicksilver. It only rarely occurs free in nature and is found mainly in cinnabar, or mercury sulfide, in Spain and Italy. It is a heavy silvery white metal, a rather poor conductor of heat as compared with other metals, and a fair conductor of electricity. It forms alloys easily with many metals such as gold, silver and tin, and these alloys are called amalgams. Its ease in amalgamating with gold is made use of in the recovery of gold from its ores. The most important salts are mercuric dichloride, a violent poison, mercurous chloride, calomel, occasionally used in medicine, mercury fulminate, a detonator used in explosives, and mercuric sulfide, HGS, vermilion, a high-grade paint pigment. Organic mercury compounds are important and dangerous. Methyl mercury is a lethal pollutant found in rivers and lakes. The main source of pollution is industrial waste settling to the river and lake bottoms. Mercury is a virulent poison and is readily absorbed through the respiratory tract, the gastrointestinal tract, or through unbroken skin. It acts as a cumulative poison since there my Uncle Hart has something